Liverpool played a 0-0 draw against Arsenal at the Emirates, and that game showed us a different kind of Liverpool that we have not seen in a while. The game Arsenal actually dominated the first proceedings, but even at the first proceeding where Arsenal dominated, we had spells where Liverpool actually took it to them and they actually attacked Arsenal. In the whole of the 90 minutes, Liverpool didn't get any shot on targets. They actually played very well, very better than Arsenal in the second half, dominated like 66 something percent of the possession in the second half. But again, they couldn't take their chances. Now, in this whole game, I'm going to be looking at some of the things that we observed. I observed personally in this game against Arsenal at the Emirates. First of all, we restricted Arsenal from scoring any goals, and that has not happened in a long while, especially at the Emirates. This season, Arsenal have been scoring goals for fun. They've been scoring even the odd goals. There was a time where at the 9 minute they will score with set pieces, or they will force you to score own goals. But today we kept not just clean sheets, but we also stopped them from scoring at their home, and that is one very good positive from this game. We limited them from creating any clear-cut chances. Even when they did create chances, there was nobody there to use it. We defended very well. We are so compact, so organized in the defense, and credit to the defenders. All right. Another thing in this game we saw is the fact that we dominated Arsenal in the midfield. I was surprised to see that domination. Gravenberch was just like a man on fire in that midfield, defending, fighting for every ball. In fact, one of the best games he has played this season was this game against Arsenal in that midfield. A midfield that have been dominating teams, a midfield that has Odegaard, has Rice, has Bemendi, but Liverpool midfield has actually stepped up today. That is to show why we are actually champions from last season. A credit to Soboslai, who won man of the match. Also, he was everywhere. We know his work rates. The guy is a machine. He's a machine. He's an engine. He run his passes and his tackles. Then McAllister would not forget to mention him also, fighting for every ball. His leg not long, but he was fighting, pushing. The midfield domination against Arsenal was something that was very interesting. The one passes we played in that midfield, the way we interchanged, the triangular passes. This is something that we have not seen in a while. I think Arne Slot need to actually stick to that midfield three, even when all things are right, because somehow those guys understood themselves, and when the stakes are high, they step it up. All right. Another thing we saw today is that we lacked forward. Now, injury has made us not be able to field any striker today. Mohamed Salah is out for the AFCON. Ekitike is injured. Alex Isak is injured. So these our top strikers are already out of it. We had to play a false nine with Gakpo, which I don't think is a position he knows how to play very well. He didn't perform marvelously well in that position today, but we'll say it's because of the team we play against, because Arsenal also restricted him to play anything. So he had to come into the midfield spot or even go wide to get the ball. But one thing is obvious, that we didn't, despite all the ball possessions we had in the second half, despite all the chances we tried to create, there was nobody to finish some of those chances, especially when Frimpong was going through the right flank, trying to cross ball inside. There was nobody actually there to help him make use of those balls. All right, another thing we saw that is not really pleasant for us is the fact that injury again to Conor Bradley. In the right hand of Liverpool's defense, there's been so much injuries. We've had so many players playing that position this season. From Frimpong playing there. What's his name? Soboslai have played as a right back. Jones has played as a right back. Gomez has played as a right back. Bradley has played. We have like 5 players who have played in that position because of injury. And these are some of the things that affected our season, because there is no constant playing of these guys. These guys have not played. There's no synergy in that right back with the right hand side of the attack. So this has also affected our season this year. Unfortunately, Bradley went down again. I had to bring in Gomez at some point to finish up the game, which is not a good optic, because the way he was stretched out, we don't know how long he's going to be out. But we hope it's not something serious for the young man. We wish him all the best. Hopefully he comes back stronger, because Bradley, his injury crisis as a young man is alarming so far. For a defender, he has gone, like this season, I don't know how many games he has played very little games this is even last season. At Trango, we had Trent to help us last season, but this season, injury has really hampered the progress of the team. All right, last but not the least, one of the things I really saw in this game is the fact that, in as much as most people don't give him his credits, characters deserve all the credit. I don't want to mention Florian Wiz, because we know he's a Wiz kid and he's doing his thing. He's always going to be there in that team, making the passes, making the runs, trying to dribble his fast foot. But you see, Carcass is one player that whenever he doesn't do things right, people try to slate him. But today, um, he had up his own against some of the best wingers in the league, playing against Saka, playing against Madweke. Even though Saka beat him one or twice, but he was able to recover at the time we needed him most. If you see the block he put in, the pushing the ball forward, like his runs, his passes, his block, his defending has improved. And today, I must give him credit because there was a ball he blocked in the towards the end of the first half that Arsenal would have scored. That is the kind of defenders we want. He deserved the praise and recognition today because of the shift he put in today. And I think that the team as a whole also deserve the credits. Unfortunately, we didn't have any shot on targets because of obvious reason. The team you played against, no striker. You cannot play against Arsenal without a striker. And the Arsenal has a very good defenders also. So it was a good game overall. The 1 point is something we will go home with. Enjoy it. 10 games unbeaten so far, in as much as most of like 4 draws so far or 3 draws. But again, we take it. It's better than going home empty-handed, especially going home from the Emirates without a point. I don't know what you think. Put a comment in the comment section and tell me what you think about this game and what you saw or what you observed from the players. Thank you.